Hello. How are ya? Welcome to Beema's Crafty Corner. I am Beema, better known as Els, and this is my corner. Yeah, they keep me in a corner. It's just safer that way. Good morning, Miss Arlene. Okay. So originally I was going to do some more silly holiday crafting, but I decided not to. I decided we needed to put some projects together for the coming year. So I went around and I pulled some things that were attractive to me. I don't know if we're going to use them. I don't know how we're going to use them. I'm not even sure what we're going to do with them yet, but I pulled some things. Okay, so let's see what we already have in the bags, and that'll kind of give us an idea of where, what we have and where we're going. Okay. All right, so let's see. What do we have in this one? We have digital. Okay. So we have some tickets, some travel stickers, and we have a digital that's all about travel. Okay, so this is probably going to be we're going to put tags in here so we know what these things are. So this is probably intended to be a traveler's notebook, travel themed. So let's put a paper in here. I don't have any paper. Where's my paper? Huh. No. Where is it? There has to be some paper around here. Here we go. Okay. All right. I have a pad. I need a pen. Good Lord. Here's one. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a travel themed traveler's notebook. Okay. So we still need some pieces and parts for this because that's all we have. But a traveler's notebook, probably going to do this out of file folders. So let me grab a couple of those. We'll add these to the mix. I just like them. What's in the bag? All right. So obviously not complete. And I'm saying that because I know I just bought, where did I put it? I got that paper that's by the way, we got that confirmed. It is Stamperia. But that needs to go in here. My desk and everything is a mess right now. With all the holiday crafting, I haven't been cleaning anything up. I'm just throwing stuff everywhere, which is so unusual for me. We might still work on some holiday stuff because I still have to work on those trees for that light, that lit up thing. Okay, so this is that Stamperia travel paper, and it's not a perfect match, but I think it'll work. And I think it's not a perfect match because this is not true color. It's from that issue I was having with that printer. But that's one. My desk is absolutely covered right now with stuff. Okay, so in the bin it goes. That's one. Put the bin down here. Okay. Your desk looks like... I gotta tell you, I'm so bad about the glitter that when I go to Hobby Lobby to buy stuff, I walk up to the register and I pick up a bag. I actually grab one of their bags and I hang it off my fingers. And then I hand her one item at a time to ring up, and then I throw it in the bag. I don't want to put anything down on that counter because it is a freaking glitter fest. And I don't want glitter. So I have my bag either their bag or one of my own. And I hand it to her. She rings it up. I take it back from her and put it in my bag before she can get it in one of their bags, because I know that bag is full of glitter. I hate it. Okay, what's the next one that we have in the bag? Okay, this is Pink Fairies. We have some paper. And we have some fairies. And we don't have much else for this other than the board, which I don't know that I like the black with this. I think we might want to go with like the craft colored one. I don't know. But then again, you know, it stands out. So maybe we will go this way. Hey, Marie. All right, so I don't really have anything else to put in this yet. We're not there. So we're just going to put this one in the bin. We are going to label it Pink Fairy. So that we remember what we're looking for here. See, this doesn't even have an ephemera bag in it yet. That's how raw this one is. Okay. What's next? All right, so the next one we have is this one. Now, this one we've been picking stuff for a while. So we have washi tape that's very specific to this. I don't know why those are in there. We'll have to open it up and look. But we have some Alice in Wonderland paper, some stickers, and I got to tell you, this is all over the place. It's like it's all over the place. It's every different kind of Alice you can think of, so we have to figure out which one we're going to do. This is from Daiso. We have another Alice in Wonderland tape, more Alice in Wonderland. So it's all different, but it's all Alice in Wonderland, you know? That's stickers. We got a lot of stickers for this. I think we might have to do an Alice quickly in order to... There's some more Alice in Wonderland paper. We're going to have to figure out what kind of Alice in Wonderland we're doing. That's just playing card stuff. I don't know why it's in here, but... And then we have this, which I guess I thought, you know, it's the right colors. I don't know. I probably am after this and that. It's probably the two things I'm after. So I think we need to kind of figure out which Alice theme we're going to work with, because these are obviously all very different. All right. I don't want to deal with this mess. I am going to find out why these are in there, though. Why are these in there? They're freaking paper clips with mushrooms. Maybe that's why. Because they're mushrooms, and there's the mushrooms in Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. Well, I don't know why these are here. Well, we'll either put them in the sale or we'll put them in a giveaway. I don't like them. Not using them. They don't fit with any of the color schemes. Okay. There's like 3 journals in here. If I really look at it, it's like 3 journals. Okay. So this is just all Alice in Wonderland. Tape, tape, tape. We're just going to call this Alice. And we'll put it over there and see what we're going to do with it. Maybe we'll pull it out occasionally. I don't know. Okay. In the bin. All right, so now let's look at what we have, what I pulled that I thought was kind of cool and I wanted to play with it, you know? So let's start with this one. So I have this. It's Stamperia. This is Forest. Now, here's the thing with Stamperia, you cannot do a journal. With one pack of Stamperia, there's not a chance in hell you're going to get away with a journal. But what you can get away with is a folio. So, thinking maybe we do a folio with this. I don't know. Nope, I have another use for it. I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do that as a giveaway for New Year's Eve. What do you think? I think so. That's going to be a New Year's Eve giveaway. Okay, next. All right, so I have this, and I actually have two of these. This is from Hot Off the Press, and this is their denim paper. And I have two of their 12 by 12 packs. Okay. And they come with two sets. It is double-sided. But I thought, this would be cute to do like a scrapbook type thing out of it. Or even like one of our what do we call those things? I have the other title in my head because somebody pinched my idea. You guys know what I'm talking about. The scrapbook that I made into a journal. The mashup. Yeah, somebody else filched it. I'm labeling. All right, so this one, I think. Oh, our album journals. Yeah, somebody filched it. A big channel, of course, filched it and said they were calling it a hybrid. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do this I think we're going to do this like a scrapbook thing. Like a scrapbook folio. All right. Therefore, we don't need a whole lot of other stuff. We're going to put that in there. We're going to put this in the bin. I'm not even putting it in a project bag. All right. What else do we have? Okay, I have this. And this was sent to me from Rose over at Sweet Teen Roses. She sent me this. It's Graphic 45. You guys know I love G45. It is G45. And it's called Place and Time. And it has like these pages. Like here's January, February. So it has all the months. And I was thinking, I did a calendar a few years ago that was like a drop down and then you turn it around kind of calendar. And I was thinking this would be cute to do that, to make that calendar. Let me grab the calendar so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hi, Christine. Okay, I found it. Like, I went out there and I was like, I know where this is. I saw it. Hello, Michelle. Okay, so this is the one I'm talking about. And then you turn it over. And it's got the other, 6 months on the other side. So I was thinking this could be the perfect project for this. So maybe we'll do this. And if we're going to do this, I think we're either going to have to do it before the end of the month, this month, or very early next month. Okay. And the other option is we could make a planner out of it if you guys want to make a planner. And I was thinking not like a planner, but like a card planner. What do you think of that? So 2 options. We can either do a calendar out of it or we can do a card planner. And I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the card planner. So let's do a card planner. Let's do that. Okay. We'll do a card planner out of this. I'm not going to put it in a bag because it's just one thing. All right. Moving on. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. Oh, wait, there's more Alice crap over here. I'm going to put that with the Alice. Yeah, because this bag needs to be fatter. It needs more shit. I don't mean, you know what it is? Alice is just easy to get, I think. You know? It's just easy to get your hands on. All right. So now, what else did I grab? Oh, I grabbed this. I don't know what to do with it yet. Okay. But I bought this a while ago from Joann's. And I love it. Isn't it fantastic? Yes, we have. It's just gorgeous. And it is quilted. You can see it's got the quilting in here and then it's stitched in little diamonds. And so I thought maybe we do like another soft journal. But with this one, we really don't have to add anything because it's got the fabric on both sides. I don't know. Maybe use this for a traveler's notebook or something. I'm not sure, but I want to use this for a project. I'm just not sure yet what. So I'm going to move it over to the side so that I can like look at it and something comes along that looks like it'll work here. We'll use this. Okay. I got to fold it back so I can see both sides because it's important, you know. All right. What else do I have? Oh, hi, Miss Mari. Okay, so I got this, and I bought this. This is from Daiso, and it's a 2-ring. It's supposed to be a photo binder, but I'm just using it as a blank because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to cover it in some way, like to here. Cover this part, cover the outside, and then make this into some kind of a journal. I just don't know what kind of a journal. This is about 6 3/4 inches tall, and it's about 9 1/2 this way. What do we have? Well, I guess it depends on what we're going to cover, whatever we cover it with, because that will determine, what the inside is, or the inside will determine what the outside will be. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, wait, I think I might have an idea here. That. No. No, 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 no. Yes. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes. Okay, I got it. Let's do this. The kitty journal. You know, we've been talking about doing a kitty journal, and I've been collecting paper and stuff for it. So I have 2 packs of kitty paper. This one is like the gentleman one, and this is paw something. Anyway, I have bought the digital of this, and I'm still looking for the digital on this one from Etsy because I know these are stolen. So I want to buy the actual digital for both of these. And I have this one. I just don't have this one yet. But I think it's probably the same designer because they look very, you know, very similar. So I'm still trying to find this one. Feline Royalty is what it's called. So I'm going to check to see if I can find the digital for this one and buy it. This one I've already bought. So we have that. Then we have these flake stickers from Daiso. They're cats. We have these, which are, and I think they're pretty much all cat themed in here. I don't know why. But, nope, just like 1 or 2 of them is cat themed. But we can probably find, you know, more of them that are cat themed. Life's a zoo. There's paw prints. So there's a cat there. Balls of yarn. Absolutely. So we've got some of those that we can use. Let me get rid of that. I have these from Daiso. They're like little note cards that have cats on them, and they match these little stickers. We have some stickers. We have kitty cat paws. We have these ones that say meow and stuff. There's this little one that's like a tag, and then there's these. These are vintage. These are from Ambassador. 79 cents. These are Hallmark from the Hallmark Ambassador store. Very old, but I think we can use those. And I think I might have some other stuff for kitties. We'll have to look, but maybe we'll use this for the kitty journal. Let's put it in a bag. And yes, I know if I do a kitty journal, I got to do a puppy journal too eventually. All right, put it in a bag. Kitty journal. Okay. So we'll put all of this in here. There's one. We're losing stuff. There we go. Okay. So that can go in the bag. Here we go. We got that one going. What else are we going to do? She has never given up hope on that one. Ever. Okay. Okay. So I have this. I bought this, How to Be a Pirate. It's a little golden book. It's in really good shape. Like, it's not torn up or anything. And I was thinking I might do another pirate journal, but like a little golden book one, so more kid themed. In which case, this is pretty much all we're going to use, other than, you know, try and find some kid-like stuff. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that, so I'm going to put this one over here. But, you know, it struck my fancy. You know, when things strike my fancy, I just have to take them. Okay. Yes, we're doing, you know, we're prepping for next year, so we have ideas for me to do stuff. All right, so what else did I pull? What else? Okay. So I started saving up for this again. I have bought this digital. I've bought a couple other ones too. So I was supposed to do last year oh Christ, there's more freaking Alice stuff. So I was supposed to do like, oh, that's Christmassy. That's what we're looking for. Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, okay. So we were supposed to do a 4-part journal set, pretty much single signature journals in like a 4-part. And I wanted to do like dark, grim fairy tales. It's one that I've wanted to do for a while. It's very hard to find anything for. But what happened is I was actually collecting stuff to do that. And somebody ordered it. Somebody placed an order for a consignment from me for a dark fairy tale. And so I ended up using everything that I had to do the commission piece. And see, these are, I think this is like the Nutcracker. I think this is kind of the Nutcracker. So we might put this with our Christmas stuff because it looks very Christmassy, doesn't it? Okay, so put that over there. So I bought this through Temu, and then I had to go back and find it and buy the actual digital off of Etsy. I do that with everything that I buy through Temu. If I buy it and find out it's an Etsy piece, then I buy the Etsy piece so that the original designer gets paid. Okay. And I consider the Temu to be sort of like paying for the printing kind of thing. Yeah, it's like magic. They just fill right up. So this stuff is very sweet. And this is not. So I think we're going to call this fairy tale, and we'll just start put stuff in it. Fairy tale stuff. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with it, you know? So we're going to put it in a bag just for giggles. And we'll see if we can rebuild this back, get what we need. Look at us. We're moving right through stuff. What else do we have here? Okay, so I have this. This is The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. This is the book cover, the jacket for it, the outside cover. I get rid of the jackets. I don't like the jackets. But I thought maybe, how cute would it be to use this? I only have one. I know I have like 4 of these journals, but I only have one cover that was worth saving. Yes, Michelle's going to have a channel. Well, she has a channel. She just hasn't used it, but she's going to use it. Okay. So, I was thinking, what if we did like a botanical journal in this? Don't change the cover. Keep that as the spine. Just build up the inside, cover the inside pieces, and turn this into a botanical journal. What do you think? I have, other than the pages that belong in here that we can use to make ephemera and stuff, I do have some really pretty floral paper. Wouldn't that look cute on the ends? Yes, I did. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do that. And I think we could fit 2 small signatures in here. Like not huge, maybe only like 5 sheets. So only 40 pages total. But I think that we could do 2 small signatures in here, do a hidden binding, and basically use the stuff that's supposed to be in this book as ephemera for the new journal that we make. What do you guys think? I think it's a good idea. But I leave it to you all. Oh, honey, you never have to justify anything here. If you like it, you just say so. It does not need to be an in my opinion, because we all opinionate it. Now, let's put this in a bag. We'll think about it. But this is one of those things that, you know, when I've got nothing else to do, I can make ephemera for it because I can pull pages because I keep them right here. You know, we can make some pockets and things. Okay, what else? And so I also put my hands on these. So there's this one, and then there's this set of 4, and I think this set of 4 kind of goes together. And I was thinking, like, I could do like a light and a dark, like a two, like a lap book. You know, like that big lap book that we did, the double-sided one. We could do one side dark and one side light. What do you guys think? And this is just cute. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a small journal out of it. But what do you think of that? We'll do like a lap book. So I'm thinking like lap book for this. Dark and light. We'll do that. I'm thinking this needs a bag. I don't have any more. Oh, let me grab one. Not that I don't have any more. I have more. I just don't have any more on my desk. All right. Now, before this live stream is done, I do have something I have to share with everybody. And I'll get to that. I'm just not ready yet. All right. So this little guy is so cute. And I'm thinking maybe a small ring bound. You know? Let's do a ring bound. I would do it with the dies that we just got. Let me see. But I think it's too small. It might work for this one. I know it's too small for the other one. No, this would work. We could do it ring bound this way. What do you guys think? Probably gonna sell this little guy. I sell all of these. You guys know that. All right. Ring bound using die. All right. So we're going to do this one. It needs a bag. It needs a small bag. Let me grab a small bag. I don't know if this bag's going to be big enough. It's a very small bag. Just barely. Okay, that fits. Next, what else did I pull? Okay. So I have the steampunk paper. Again, I bought this from the designer as well. And I've never done steampunk on this channel, but I have some steampunk stickers that I bought recently for the purposes of being able to put, test my hand on something steampunk. Let's see. Those could work. We're looking. So, I mean, we have like kind of the basis here to start one. But what would we do with it? Like, I'm thinking an album journal. What do you guys think? I'm thinking like an album journal. because I think that gives us the most opportunities to, get into the decor. All right, let's try an album journal for it. Okay, we'll see where that goes. I do have some of these left over from one of our other journals in the black. I do have some of those. So maybe we'll do, that would work for an album journal. So let's put this in a bag. There we go. All of this in a bag. And I have some other stuff too, and we'll add that as we go along. Holy crap. The bin is almost full, guys. All right. Anything else? Any other ideas that I had? No, not really. I do have these, and they're in white, and I'm going to use them for something. I just don't know what yet. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have, oh my God, it's heavy. We still have 2 projects we need to figure out, but we have a full bin. It's full. Okay. So we are now full of new project ideas for going into the new year. Okay. Don't need this. Don't need that. Let me put this over here. Get out of the way. All right, so let's look at video stuff. Okay. So first thing we have is this. This is, it's going to be a dupe. This is the Pocket Folio from Tim Holtz. And I'm working on that out of file folders. So this is going to be an upcoming video. I've almost got it figured out. I got to get the right dimensions, and then I need to make it bigger too. Because I don't know about y'all, but so that one we're working on that to do. What do we have here? Okay, this is also a Tim Holtz dupe. I did not buy the thing for this. I just took a picture of it. But there's a library pocket in here, a window pocket, some kind of inserts, and a file folder. That's all there is in this one. There's the window pocket. So I'm working on the video for this, but I got to be honest with you. Every time I try, I just make a mess of it. So I'm gonna try it again. We'll get that one done. What else do we have? This is a different Tim Holtz folio dupe, or is it the same freaking folio, or did I make this one bigger? I don't know. Let's find out. It says it's a folio dupe. Oh, okay. I know what you're. This is the one that has that zigzag thing in it. So that's another Tim Holtz dupe that we're working. I'm going to get the video for that up. Lots of 1/8 measurements on that. Okay, then we have this, which I think really should probably go in the steampunk. What is this? This is a mini tiny folio. Oh yeah. So we're going to do this. It's a tiny little folio. We're going to do this. I'm going to do a video on it. I'll probably get this one out of the way pretty quick because it looks like it's ready to go. So that one is ready to go. Then what do we have over here? I know, I love the heartfelt, but they're out of business. They're out of business. What are we doing with this? Oh, this is we're gonna do some tags. And I think we've done something very similar to this, but we're gonna be doing some tags. And I got this from Michelle. This is an iron-on fabric transfer. And I got a bunch of these. She sent them to me. And so we're going to be using some iron-on transfers. We're going to be making some tags probably in a couple of different sizes. And we're going to be doing some stamping on fabric in this project. So, yeah, I got the stamp sets for that because I want them to be very, organic and earthy. You know what? We'll do this project in combination with that botanical. When I do the Edwardian. When we do the Edwardian one with, that book, we could do these tags. Kind of, I'll do them in this, I'll make sure that posts when we're doing that project. That'll work. Okay. Well, wait a minute. See, this is why we have to go through stuff occasionally. Here's the rest of the kitty stuff. Kitty fabric, kitty stuff, kitty embellishments, kitty crap. We have kitty crap. All right, hold on. Let's put this with the kitty stuff. Let me go find that one. Oh, kitty project. Oh, kitty project. Where are you? In the packaging. Oh, kitty project. Oh, kitty project. Got it. You would think I would learn how to put some kind of packaging on these things, All right, so this is the bag full of kitty stuff. We're going to add this. Oh, that just worked. All right, put that back in there. Put that in there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Goodness me. What are we doing now? All right, what's next? 2 empty packages that I can put projects in. Okay, I am working on this one, guys. This dupe has turned out to be a little bit more time-consuming and more difficult than I originally thought. But we are going to. I'm gonna get it done. Okay. It's just wow, yeah. It is just a little. It's a travel folio. It's Tim Holtz's travel folio, and I just need to really work on getting the pieces and parts the way they're supposed to be, and I'm just having problems with some of the measurements. So I am working on it. We're gonna get that one done. All right. I have 2 empty project packets for videos, so we're going to get that figured out. All right. So let me grab this so we can do this. Travel folio. I love travel folios. Yes. Hold on. Let me grab this. I'm not. Okay. So. Yes, technically I'm doing another Edith Holden. Hi, Gypsy. Okay, guys. So if you were here last night, you know that I cut the live short. My binger was going off. I was getting messaged during the live, and I had to stop. Okay. So here's where we're at. So I got a text last night from Jackie. Most of you know her as Little Red Wagon. But it wasn't Jackie. It was her partner, her boyfriend. He's got her phone and her computer and everything. And he was reaching out to people in her chat logs and stuff. And if you don't know, Jackie and I were fairly friendly We talked all the time. And, bottom line, we lost her November the 24th. She passed away. I knew that she was sick. And I think I had shared with y'all that she had been in the hospital for about a week, about a month ago. But she was home and she was hopeful that she was getting better. And then apparently she took a turn for the worst and they admitted her to the hospital in the critical care unit and she passed away on the 24th. The link that I just put in is to her memorial page. If you want to go over there and, light a candle, or if you want to send flowers or something, or if you want to just put up a memory with her, I know that her family would greatly appreciate that. They've had some pretty significant loss in the last year, and they're trying to cope with it. She was only 66 years old, guys. But, it was related to her heart. She just couldn't anymore. And, but, she was a big part of our community here, and definitely a big part of our tribe. And I know a lot of you had conversations with her, both here and, off of the channel. I know some people that, had reached out to her. So if you are so inclined to do so, that is the link. You can go over there, and just leave a memory or a condolence of some kind. I made sure that I got all that information from him because I know that some of you had a relationship with her. And, it even says in her memorial, it talks about, her trivia friends and her craft friends and stuff. So we were a big part of Jackie's life. I know that. So it was kind of sudden. I know she was sick for a while. But I didn't think she was that sick. I don't think she thought she was that sick. I don't think her family thought she was that sick. I think it just kind of took her very quickly. It was a very unexpected, very quick thing. So if you want to go over there and leave a memory or something, or just a condolence, that is the link that you can use to do that. I'm going to also put it in the Facebook group, just to make sure that as many people as possible can get it. So if you want to share this in other groups where she was active, that would be fantastic. To get just as many of her friends, and make no mistake, guys, we touch each other in this way. We are, this is the new thing. We come together digitally. Many of you I've had face-to-face conversations with. I have face-to-face conversations with many of you on the regular. We have become a family, and it's a very... Hi, Carla. There's a link. Let me put it back in because it may not come up for you. Yeah. Little Red Wagon, Jackie passed away about a week ago. Yeah. I was, to say the least, I was a little surprised when I got that message last night. But, we are involved in each other's lives. Okay? I'm not letting any confidences go here, but I'll tell you, Arlene will tell me if she's not going to be in a live for a couple of days because she's not feeling well, or she's got doctor's appointments, or whatever. Michelle will go to the doctor and come back, and then she'll tell me what the doctor said. I get on the phone all the time. Rose is also a type 2 diabetic, and we get on the phone, me and Michelle both. Michelle just bought her a damn blood tester because she lost her blood tester again. And we didn't buy it because she couldn't afford it. We bought it because, why did Michelle buy it? Michelle bought it because No excuses. You're going to check your damn blood sugar. So, we care about each other. We support each other. If I don't hear from Carla for, a couple of days, I text her and go, hey, where the hell you been, bitch? you know, um, I check on Gypsy all the time. And it's not just, I get people that if I miss a live or I don't go live for some reason, or I put, in the chat, hey guys, I'm not going to do this tonight, or, something's going on. I get text messages and emails going, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything all right? How are the kids? Hey, Patty Ann. I'm going to put this in for you as well because it's probably not there. But, I want to make sure that you get it as well. And Little Red Wagon, Jackie Hicks, she passed away on the 24th. And that was what was going on last night when I left the live. Her partner was texting me to let me know. And he graciously gave me the link to her memorial, her in memoriam. And so that is the link if you want to go over there and leave a condolence. So that's kind of where it is with us. We watch out for each other. We want to hear from each other. We want to talk. And very recently, we lost Zoe, and nobody knew about it for like 6 months. We didn't know. Like literally, we did not know. Like we lost her, and I was sending her happy mails, not knowing that she wasn't with us anymore, So, she just stopped showing up for Family Feud. And finally, I was like, I got to figure this out. And so I went to her and looked up her Facebook page. And then I had to Google search her name because there was nothing on her Facebook. And there was nothing in her Google, and so I Googled her and I dug around and I found the obituary. And then I reached out because it listed her kids, and I reached out to her daughter and I said, I don't want to interfere. I don't want to, but, and she was like, oh my God, I never even thought. Yeah, Jamie Inman, she's another one. But here's the thing, guys, and I'm going to say this. If you have somebody in your life that you can do this with, designate them to contact somebody in this community to let us know, because we care. We give a shit about you. There are days that I don't want to go on. My head kills me. My legs are bothering me. I feel like crap. My back is killing me. But I'm still going to go on because I know that there are people in our community that depend on me being here at a certain time. And so I go live. And sometimes I'm by myself for 45 minutes. But I know they're going to watch that back later. So I'm okay with it. Yeah. So designate somebody in your in real world, if you can, that knows that they're supposed to reach out to somebody in our group. Anybody. Let us know. Because to be honest with you, if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of people in your life other than this, there's probably a reason. Like maybe you're homebound. Maybe, and we're not neighbors like we used to be. We would knock on people's doors. It doesn't happen anymore. It just doesn't. People pass away and they don't get found for weeks. And their neighbors are like, oh, yeah, we haven't seen them. Well, did you ever think to go over and check? Oh, well, we didn't want to be, a nuisance. So, I give a crap about each and every one of you. I really do. And you guys, you're the topic of conversation in my world because you're my friends. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of in real world friends, like a lot of people in my area, because I live in a community where people don't give a shit about each other. You know, my best friend is my daughter, and I have a couple of acquaintances. And I have Sandy, and she lives across country. And I have like 2 other friends, but they live far, far away as well. One of them lives in Arizona, and the other one lives in New Jersey. Well, I have one more, but she lives in London, so I don't think that, she's going to pop in anytime soon. So,
how many friends would you say I have?
Tom.
And where is he?
New York.
Yep.
Because we don't. But my meaningful relationships are here. They're through here. Thank you. So, and some of you, I make the conscious effort, as many of you as I can, to be honest. I make the conscious effort when I'm traveling to look at my list and go, oh, I'm going right past blah, 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 and so lives in blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get in touch and see if they want to like have lunch. Like friends that I've met in the real world, they're friends I've had since I was a kid. Friends that I have from the internet that I've met through the internet. I have Jamie. I go down to Arizona and I see Jamie, as frequently as I can. And we go down, we have lunch, we do some shopping, we hang out together, we have a good day. I know where Michelle lives. I will drive to Michelle's house. It is a 7-hour drive, but I don't give a shit. I will drive to that woman's house. If she called me tomorrow and said, I need you, I would drive to her house. I'd be like, I'm going. Mike would be like, I'm transferring money.
You have this card and that card to work with.
You have credit cards to work with. Go. Rose, I am bound and determined I am going to go see Rose. And on that same damn freaking trip, I am going to see Arlene if it drives me crazy. Okay? It's just... I love Michelle. And I love Rose. And I love Janie. And I've had the great gift of meeting Frances and her husband Roscoe. They came to Vegas. They came through Vegas. They stayed here overnight just so we could have breakfast.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. Just
so we could meet physically, touch each other, hug each other, because we're friends. So honey, you're not any haul away. Trust me. Because honestly, I don't give a shit. Okay? If Carla needed me, my ass would be on my way to Muddy Soda. I've already told Carla she wants to get out of Minnesota. She wants to move someplace else. If she needs to do that, just give me like a week's notice. I will show up. We'll bring a U-Haul. I will drive her anywhere she freaking wants to go. And then I'll fly the hell home if I have to. Or I'll drive there, get a U-Haul, put my car on a freaking trailer, take her anywhere she wants to go. I have relationships with you guys that matter to me. And I know that you all have relationships with others on the internet that matter to you as well. Even if you've never physically met them, you have created a friendship, a bond. And scientifically, they have proven that these relationships that we have sometimes are more meaningful because we have a certain sense of, like, it's more free. You can tell somebody on the internet something that you wouldn't tell somebody who's very close to you, where it might affect you at home,
So we bet.
but you can share that with somebody that lives hundreds of miles away or thousands of miles away or another continent. So please make sure that you have somebody like Jackie's boyfriend who's willing to go through your contacts list and go through your Facebook and all of that and reach out to the people that you shared your life with digitally, because we do care and we want to know. So if anybody's has not gotten there, this is a link to her memorial. You can go over and check that out. I'm done preaching. I'm sorry.
So we bet.
Yeah, I met my husband on the internet. He thought I was a bot.
At first,
He thought I was a bot.
she proved me wrong. She's not a bot.
He thought I was a bot, and I thought he was safe because I thought he lived in New York.
Ah,
Exactly. You know, Michelle and I started, we were just chatting, and then like we didn't even talk for like 2 years, and then she came back in, and I was like, "Hey, girl, what the hell? Where'd you go? How'd you disappear?" We got talking, and started making phone calls to each other. Trucker Janie calls me. You know, and there's a lot of times when I'll just like, somebody will go, "Well, I got this, that, and that going on," and I'll go, "You know what? Hey, if you need it, you just call me. You don't even need my phone number. Just call me through Facebook and just yell and scream and holler, and you can do that to me." Hi, Harry.
it's cold out there, Mom. I came in.
Marie, this is Harry. Harry, that's Marie. And Harry refuses to show his face on camera, but if the blue light is on, he has to be up here. And truthfully, everybody comes to see Harry. I'm not stupid. Fat bags. Fat bags. Ooh, those fat bags. Look at your fat bags. You're such a fatty McFatterson. He's on a diet.
No, it's not.
All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I'm done preaching. I'm crying now, so we're going to stop. Just please, have somebody in your real world that is that person. It doesn't matter if it's like one of your kids that knows, hey, if something happens to me, I have a friend online. I need you to contact them. Just so that we know and we can be there and we can show up. Also, very important, designate somebody to be your craft room liquidator. If you die, your family's going to throw your craft supplies away or donate them or sell them for, $50 for the whole room. So if you want to make sure that your investment pays off down the line and your inheritance goes to your children and your grandchildren, designate somebody to liquidate your stuff.
I have Francis.
Okay? I'm joking, but seriously, I have seen, and that is a big fear for a lot of us because, we cultivate our craft stuff, but make sure somebody knows what it's worth.
Francis supposed to
I have not put it up yet. I apologize. I was planning on putting it up yesterday, and then all of this happened, so I'm going to get it done hopefully today. Don't hold me to that, but I'm going to get it hopefully today and get it up in the shop, okay? I will be shipping that, by the way, probably UPS because their rates are cheaper. So I want to get it photographed, put in a box, and weighed so that I have a total price on it. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. If you are subscribed and you'd like to know what's going on, free classes, that kind of thing, videos coming up, tutorials, all of that, you can go ahead and do that. I'm pretty good about putting stuff in playlists. So if something interests you specifically, you could probably find it in one of my playlists. Also, don't forget to check out the description box below where it says more. You can stalk me because my Insta's down there. Yes, Arlene, I know I'm going to start working more with Insta. My Insta's down there. My email is down there. My Etsy shop is down there. My Patreon is down there. My Ko-Fi, all of it. It's all down there. So if you go down there, you can cyber stalk me. Michelle's really good at it. Oh, Michelle, I did finally get a notification about that canceled earthquake. But until then, I love you guys. Listen, if you're in the storms, please, please stay warm. Stay inside. Don't go out if you don't have to. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, because even in the winter, you can still, dehydrate. It's very easy to do. So stay hydrated. I don't care what anybody says. Any liquid is going to be better than no liquid at all, except maybe wine. That's probably not a good liquid. But, occasionally it won't hurt you. But other than that, stay well, my friends. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you soon. Until then. Bye. Say bye, Harry. Harry, you going to say bye to anybody? No? Not going to say, not one word, huh? Not one meow? Yes, Arlene, even moonshine counts.